Alright, I just started this up and loaded up everything I could. I guess it came with the season pass with the edition that I got. It's a gold edition or something. So it doesn't include that bloodline thing, but it does seem to include all this other stuff. I chose classic mode and permadeath is currently off. It seemed kind of weird to have a choice like right in the very beginning as you're loading it up that says like once you choose this it cannot be changed. There's some resistance mode I could have chosen where apparently everything is more difficult and permadeath is automatically on. And it says this cannot be changed. So didn't feel like committing to that. And I feel like games tend to be hard enough as it is. It automatically started me on an opening cinematic, which I find annoying personally, because sometimes I just prefer to be started on a menu like this rather than like catapulted into a game before I'm ready, because in this case I wanted to make sure I was recording it, you know, from the beginning. But yeah, I had to exit out of the game as it started its opening sequences. So I'm hoping we can redo that or it'll show it again, but it might not. But we'll see. No, hopefully I didn't skip any tutorial stuff, but just personal pet peeve of mine, I don't like it when games automatically start you off into the campaign. I prefer to start on the menu and then choose it when I'm ready. I guess that's one thing I can do. I can just specifically say new game rather than continue from wherever it thinks I left off, because I exited as soon as I could. It says get that jacket for free, but when I checked it was locked out. I mean, I could check again, but oh wait, maybe I shouldn't, because that doesn't display anything. Yeah, I don't want people seeing blue screen a bunch. It's always annoying, so yeah, I can look at that later, but when I checked last time, I could not redeem the jacket, saying it had a padlock sign on it. Alright, so I'm just gonna choose brand new game then. And yeah, delete save. Or, well, I should be able to just override it. Yeah, I'll do the overwrite thing. And then choose experience, classic, normal difficulty, permadeath mode off. Yep, looks good. I just turn my mic off while it's doing the opening, whatever, cinematics and whatnot.
Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner, and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you haven't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Alright, cutscene over. Looks like I have control. I tweaked the brightness settings as best I could. They're actually pretty detailed, so hopefully it's not too dark or too bright.
Perimeter security's back up. South entrance is secure.
Good old L3. Not sure what that prompt is for. Circle by the pipes.
That's just crass.
A square to do a takedown. That was kind of cool.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Indeed. Do I have to hold it down? I guess so.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
That seems fair. Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle.
The eyes across the T's, lads.
To our ceiling, sky walls, and jump over gaps. X. Or the cross button if you prefer. Apparently there's some dissent about that. Hopefully I won't land too painfully. Kinda cool fog effects there. Okay. Bell lines reveal the link to the closed circuit terminal. But what do I do after that? tag them. Press L1 when aiming at an exclusive to the thighs to use the arm trap hack. I feel like some of that tutorial stuff is blinking past a little too quickly. Alright. Can zoom in on them.
Their profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system.
Alright. Should we distract them? I don't know. I guess.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Alright. What's all this? Guess I could arm a trap there, but I don't think that's necessarily such a great idea. Quite the fisticuffs there.
Fucking asshole.
Right. No.
They've got loads of dead set gear down here. Now why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Up against MIBs, huh? Protecting the Earth from the alien menace. Keep an eye out for Will Smith.
Electrical is live. Repeat. The fireworks are live.
Sounds like
Oh,
a
fuck me.
airline
The
announcement.
entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
How do I get there? There's kind of a lot of people up there. And it's all rigged. Well, I definitely have the darkness settings up high enough, I dare say.
staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first. Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
So this is not the detonator we're looking for. Yeah, I had to say it.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
Alright, so where's this detonator? Not really seeing it. Maybe it's something super obvious that I'm missing.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. We don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door.
Shit. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck. They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Any sign of the target? Clear, moving on.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Taking cover. Shut up, fire! Please, I need help.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
Go to find cover! In the car, uninvited man. Move into a secure position. Shots fired! Oh God, oh God, oh God! Direct hit! Incoming fire! Where's my back? Shit! I'm taking fire! Shit, everyone's down!
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa. What the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Fucking hell, we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine?
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Running to cover! Get back here!
Come on! Confirmed hit! Going in for a look.
Check target's last known position.
This can't be happening.
Heads down!
Taking fire! What do I do? search over there.
That's weird. I've been pressing square for reload, but I just noticed that was incorrect. Man, what kind of game doesn't use square for reload?
For you.
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The Plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my God.
Explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Press conference today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist group responses play a force. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Top corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
To reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply do not support any other story.
Oh, looks like their world is almost as messed up as ours. Nice.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
Trophy earned. Brave New World. Core challenge completed.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll set off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid lucrative amounts for the city's defense? Are they protecting us? Protecting London? Or someone else's interests? See you next week, fellow pirates. Claire Waters.
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Great. Time for my indecision to kick in. Gotta select my first 3 operatives. Guess you can be injured. It says shorter injury time. Extra faction damage. Huh. Creates fake coupons. It's a clothing discount. Nice. Sneaker designer creates fake coupons. You never know when you need a discount. ETO gain on recruit investor. Police contact, shorter team arrest time. That's kind of cool. Hard drinker, bartender. Yeah. Should never tap into your own supply. tough drunk, take less damage. A drone racer. Reality TV star banned for life from London Zoo. These people seem entertaining. Evasive dodge. Nice mustache. A doctor. Shorter team injury time. Dart gun, unique weapon. Interesting. Yeah, nice spiky jacket and gloves and so forth. Extra faction damage. Semi-auto shotgun. Kind of a redundant name. Interesting though. Yeah. More heavily armed than a lot of them. The entertainer. Paintball gun. Let's get a motorcycle. And failed the license test. Terrific. I'm not sure what good a paintball gun does you, but I guess it depends on what it's loaded with. Stock photo model. Has an expensive sports car and chase drone immunity. Ooh, that could be interesting. I don't know how prevalent those are, but they sound annoying. Chase drones. And yeah, it has a fast vehicle and actually knows how to drive it, so yeah, maybe. Software engineer. Runs hacker forum on dark web. Gain drone allegiance, hack cooldowns. Light melee. Berserker, defeat enemies to heal. Tattoo artist. The crowbar. I like the ability there. Plumber. Sweeping, hide from pursuit. Interesting. Novelist. Electrify enemies, fast downloads. Okay, looks like that's the end of the list. Yeah, some intriguing stuff there. That was kind of tempting. Clothing discount. This guy could come in handy. Shorter team arrest time. Shorter team injury time. Doctor. It's also tempting, but this one might be cool for when you're worried about being chased, so yeah. And has a vehicle. Let's try that one for one. That was tempting just cause, but no particular great ability, but does have, a shotgun. Thinking the police contact ability might be good. And signing bonus probably doesn't hurt. Then, yeah, I don't know. Definitely some other bases you might want to cover. This one's tempting just because it would be funny. Sneaker designer who creates fake coupons for clothing discounts. Might be fun to get some new clothes. Yeah, sure. That could be the wild card. Okay. Oh god, she winked at us. I don't know whether to be creeped out or charmed by it. I guess it's a little more creepy than anything. She's not that good looking either, so it kind of adds to the creepy factor. Because as we all know, if a good looking person does the same thing as an unattractive person, the unattractive person is considered creepy, the attractive one is considered charming. Apparently that's the highlighted one, because that's the last one we picked. Which kind of makes sense. She seems like she might be the most physically ready for action. With her light truncheon and so forth. Got some ETA
Glad to see you're
bonuses.
alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Okay, sure.
It's the other one that might be good to start with. Is that other person who has a sports car and is immune to being chased. Press touchpad to open the map and then place a waypoint on the map. Locate safe house entrance. Okay, so we have set a waypoint. Triangle beside a vehicle to get in. I don't know if we can currently switch operatives. The other one does have a vehicle. But that's okay, I mean we can go the poor route initially. I forget, how do you switch weapons and stuff? I think it was something on the D-pad. Not that I really want to have a weapon out right now. Let's see, fast, quick hitting melee strikes. Damages through block. That's cool. And there's a photo mode and get out of camera apparently. Ability, passive, loyalty card. All operatives get discounts at clothing shops, so not just this one. That's pretty cool. Kind of like how the doctor gets team injury reduced. So that's pointing that way, but our waypoint is pointing this way.
You things are worse than rabid pigeons, you know that?
Yeah, I don't mind taking the scenic route.
Yeah, no, I told him that. Yeah. Oh my god, I know. No, so you just... Yeah, so that's exactly what I said.
Don't necessarily want to jack a moving vehicle.
Now we both know you have what I want, so just give it up already. Now, you twat!
Fucking hell, calm down.
Pick up the pace.
There. How's that then?
Bit of drama unfolding here.
Next time, don't bother resisting. Let it go and walk away. Last chance.
He's got an Albion jacket. Maybe he's a corporation-y person. I don't know, can I switch operatives? Just curious. It's been months since the tragic attacks. London is a changed city. DedSec seem to disappear overnight, and opinions on the resistance group are divided. Appears one DedSec member survived and is hoping to restart the movement. Answer Sabine's call and find the safe house. Okay, we got some sort of data library there. Looks like no current switching options available. I can hold L1 and it kind of highlights a person, but can't really do anything from what I can tell. I guess recruitment is going to be a big part of this game, but I don't know. They'll probably just introduce it later. I think for now you can't necessarily. Excuse me, awkward. Very awkward. It's kind of cool though. It's a pretty good looking game. I wasn't sure if I should get it for PlayStation or Xbox, because I do have a Series X, and currently I don't have a PS5 yet. I'm on PS4 Pro, which is pretty good too, but certain games give it a hard time. It seems to be handling this game relatively well. Ooh, I can ride this. Can brake or drive. L2 and R2. Excuse me. Change music. Okay, handbrake. Change music left on the D-pad. Also says toggle music. And handbrake is circle. Myself a putt-putt. Do they call them mopeds in Europe? It's a little weird for me as a, bloody yank and all that. I just feel like I'm breaking traffic laws right now because I'm driving on a different side of the road than I'm used to. That's cool, got myself a ride without freaking anyone out. There, bus. Some drones in the sky. Apparently drones are a big thing in this. It's weird, all the little constant prompt lines and things that you can hack or highlight. I'm not used to that. I'm more of a Saints Row player. Cool, let's find a nice spot to stop the bike here. Let's see, exit. Parcel Fox. Maybe it's a messenger bike thing. Yeah, this is a nicer bike than what I was using. and so forth. Some nice lights up there. And a drone. What's Bloom CTOS drone?
What now? For God's sake.
I don't know, all the options are grayed out though, so probably nothing.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Sure, yes. Anything you want. This is amazing.
It's interesting how it seems like each operative has their own voice and personality. They must have had to create an awful lot of characters and then flesh them out to whatever degree they did. Hold L1 on a locked object to reveal the network bypass puzzle. Oh great, they're gonna make me solve a puzzle to get in. Use L1 to rotate nodes. Complete the circuit to solve the puzzle. That tells me a lot. What am I rotating? Nodes? I really don't understand what I'm supposed to do. So this is me holding down L1, but what if I just tap it? That's not working. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, there's other nodes? Okay, I didn't realize. So let's take a look at this one. What about this? Oh, okay. This gives me the prompt to rotate. And then unlock. And then I can rotate that. Only that didn't really help. Oh, okay. Just go ahead and do that. Unlock that. Hack the final node to complete the network bypass.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Alright, well, figured it out. No thanks to them. Well, limited thanks. And because I'm being polite, I will close it after me. I should get these installed in my place, just to get out my cell phone and open and close doors instead of doing it by hand. This place is probably a little too archaic though.
So cool.
Interesting accent. I kind of want to switch to that other one that's immune to chase drones, some sort of minor celebrity or something. I forget exactly what. Let me pause here for a moment. noticed my PS4 Pro is starting to make some noise, kind of spinning up on this menu. Sometimes it does that in certain games, like a menu or something, will make it spin up a lot. Yeah, this is interesting. Spooky little dress dummies or something. Auden, have you seen a regent about? Your constituents are dying.
Hello? Anyone? Now, if I was a light switch, I would be...
Paranoid? You should be. It's the hall of dummies. You can learn a lot from a dummy. What's that?
From the Buccaneer, this is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good, that's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona or Bayern Munich. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts, Alice. I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
Well, what is the set rate? Is it, 99.95 cryptos bargain? Seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this. Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up. Hello, you're through to number 10 Downing Street. Hello, it's the Prime Minister.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Oh, relax. Sabine let me in.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Nice, thank you, Obi-Wan. Oh yeah, this character seems fun, but I also wanted to try switching to that other operative, like I said, the celebrity type who had a sports car and was immune to chase drones. That might be kinda cool. Because I feel like I'm sort of missing out on like whatever dialogue they might have instead. I can't have everything. And they haven't really given the option to switch anything, so... It would have been nice if they would have said, like, which one of these three would you like to start with?
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0. The city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And
well, it's too bad picking stuff up interrupts the last thing, but we got a mask, so that's cool.
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Hey, Bagley. If DedSec didn't set off those bombs, who did?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton... Well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
Oh, well then. Wouldn't want to disappoint Her Highness. So bossy. No, it's not gonna let me do the, action hero vault over there. Oh, looks like that's interactable there. Data drive. Oh, okay, so you can play back these different things that you picked up if you wanted. Oh, that's cool. What's this dummy here? We want change. Fascist scum. Streets. Yeah. Various things.
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
That's terrible. How did you get out of there?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
Yeah, so DedSec's reputation isn't very good right now. Don't get me wrong, I like to take chances, but this is really risky.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
Now I am really curious about what the other operatives would be saying in the same situations. Like, I wonder how much it varies. But yeah, like I said, I haven't really gotten the chance to switch. Although now there is a team option here. Okay, so this is the first time we've gotten to this. Oh yeah, stock photo model, Cassie Hall. That's the one I'd been thinking of playing. I don't know. How do you actually switch that? Although, I don't know, I guess we can stick with this one for
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to
tech points used to purchase tech upgrades, gadgets and weapons, and hacks. Equipping tech. Use the edit function in the team menu. Purchase tech is available to all operatives. Okay. You can change their weapons or gadgets. Okay. Spend tech points on new dead tech upgrades. Spider-Bot, friendly neighborhood Spider-Bot. Spins the data web anytime. Catches, I don't know what instead of crooks. What does Spider-Bot catch? Catches flybots, or catches something just like flybots. I'll have to work on that and get back to you. AR cloak renders the wearer invisible and breaks line of sight. That's pretty cool. And we got Dybbuk pistol, short range, non-lethal, personal sidearm. That can be upgraded. Chase drone hacks. Chase drones can be disabled for a short period of time. And with the upgrade, they can be hijacked. Alright, that's good to know. But I guess out of the entirely new gadgets, we can get AR Cloak or Infiltrator Spider-Bot. We can add double jump and sprint or a cloak. Maybe, officially, wouldn't mind getting that AR cloak myself. Spider-Bot's pretty tempting. What should I do? Spider-Bot or AR cloak? Let's go for the Spider-Bot. And then, core challenge completed, okay. Now this one says recruited into DedSec. Does that mean the others haven't been? Now we can equip the Spider-Bot. That's pretty cool. Got that equipped. Not seeing any other options really. case drones while driving, okay. I guess we could go around equipping the spider bot on everyone. This person has a melee weapon. Alright, yeah, I think we got all that equipped, although it still doesn't really say like how to switch between them. I think currently this is the only one who's actually been recruited.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
Well, I do have this handy clothing discount. Are they really gonna charge me for stuff? It kind of reminds me of those JRPGs or other sorts of RPGs who are like, alright, so you're saving the world, I guess we can give you 10% off our stock since you're saving all our lives. Alright, yeah. But yeah, this person provides a clothing discount for the team because she makes coupons. Well, not seeing any face wear, so I guess masks. I actually did pick one up. I think it was something like that. What's with the different symbols, I wonder? Some interesting stuff there. Yeah, I wonder what the symbol in the upper right is on some of those. Mask mode. Auto, always off, always on. Try auto. Clip that. And then shop. Okay. Get all kinds of things. There. Toggle clothes. Get a head tattoo. Update my nail polish. Do I have nail polish? Yeah, looks fine the way it is. Makeup. Apparently $225 is what everything costs. Outfits. What is that? I don't know, it's an outfit. It doesn't change the, that jacket though. I'm not sure what the heck that is. Oh, that's cool. So I guess default will wear whatever the character normally wears. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. And this is our wardrobe. I think this one kind of dictates the innerwear thing, so it doesn't really show any different thing. Legwear can be more spiky. I think that's about the same as what she was wearing. Pretty similar. Can use some more spikes. And whatever those are. Yeah, spikes. Or just these boots or something. Try that. Yeah, I do wonder when we get to switch around different people. So I can try equipping some innerwear that won't necessarily be shown. Handwear. Got some wrist stuff. Bloody bandages. Strange. Try that. Spiky stuff is tempting. It's good. Not a lot of selection there. Some cool stuff here. What does that say? Yeah, let's pick that one up. You have to hold it down and then it goes like so. I don't think we need any there right now. Nice bowler. It's expensive though. Some sort of digital hat. I'll maybe save up a bit, even with our discount. I guess this particular piece of outerwear sort of precludes innerwear being shown. So maybe I'll get into that later. Yeah, and we start out with a fair bit of stuff, it seems like. change your due for a prize. Apparently. Apparently they're into dreadlocks and so forth. She looks kind of cute with that. Although I don't know which one I'm gonna end up playing more. Guess they're all 315. She could have a bald guy hairdo. Guess that suits her well enough. Let's go with that.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
So yeah, it seems like we're committed to this particular operative right now, so might as well make the most of it. What does this do? Photo booth? We can take a photo of us as we initially appear. Let's see. Reset C. That's weird. Okay, there's one of our other operatives. That's the other one we picked. We haven't been able to do anything with them yet. See, how do you take photo? Okay, I think I got the 3 that I initially selected up front that way. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's our initial 3. Though we haven't been able to do anything with Cassie Hall or Everett. And currently they're not allowing me to switch yet.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. Just like that. You're getting it.
Float like butterfly, sting like bee.
You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. You're getting it. Nice one. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance.
That was a pretty cool kick.
Nice one.
There's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Okay, looks like they've added some operatives. That one says unavailable. Wanted. Interesting. Maybe it's some DLC people. Yeah. I think there's a crossover with Assassin's Creed or something with this one. Jeez. I'm sure things get complicated quickly with them. Cannot modify while in combat or restricted areas. I was wondering, can I, like, put my mask on and well, that's not officially considered a mask, it's considered face wear. Even though it looks kind of like a mask, but I feel like sometimes I might want to have it off. Looks like there's an overall store. I don't have any currency that's applicable to this, like, these things. Guess I'm registered as having these. Those are purchasable. Is that a stage magician? That's cool, you get a smoke grenade. Hypnotist. Mystics pack. Apparently there's a free old lady. If slow and cannot take cover or sprint. Maybe. But yeah, I can't pay for any of these people anyway. A percussionist, that's kinda cool. She can perform music for an audience, that sounds like fun. Yeah, not sure how you gain currency for these things. The witch, murder. Graffiti crew pack. Okay. Viper. Vigilante. Urban jungle pack. Yeah, some interesting stuff there. Those are from the season pass.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean,
Welcome to DedSec.
Oh, yes. I'm ready, willing, and able to serve.
He's an investor and said he had police contacts, so he gets us shorter team arrest times. And he came with a signing bonus, more starting currency. So I figured he could be a good behind-the-scenes sort of person.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one?
Hi.
I still can't believe we're DedSec. Shouldn't we have a mentor or something? One that's not a computer?
Too late. I bet learning as we go will be way more fun.
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Yeah, I think the other one I would want to play as an active operative would be this one. The chase immunity thing sounds pretty cool. She's a stock photo model. An expensive car.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
That, but also, I want to stop the greedy dickheads exploiting London.
Albion PMCs have occupied this city. Anyone they don't like gets locked up and beaten.
Lest we forget Clan Kelly either. Their little fiefdom gets larger and more dangerous by the day.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
Easier said than done, I think.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I said. You just got to call him.
They're still not letting me switch from what I can tell. Unless they would now. I mean, I can see the team here, but there isn't a switch to team member option. I don't have a problem with the character I'm currently controlling, I just felt like it was sort of arbitrarily locked into that one. Can I also modify my outfit anymore, or are they not letting me do that?
No, she's in the kitchen on the right. Yes, I did. It's in the kitchen on the... Well, if you let me finish... Right.
Cassie's busy on the phone.
It's in the kitchen on the right-hand side, when you walk in.
Problems at home? Yeah, maybe you just have to go to the wardrobe if you want it. Yeah, I can unequip that for right now. Might look a little less suspicious then. We'll see. Yeah, it's kind of gold. What's that say?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know.
It's not bad either. full spiky later. I don't think we can talk to them anymore. View in team. That brings her up. But yeah, that's about all we can do from there.
Yep.
Not sure how much longer I'll be going for this session. But it seems pretty interesting. I like the recruit anyone idea, although that could get expensive real quickly if you want to like modify everyone's appearance and all that.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
I've located an interesting potential recruit for you. They claim to have recently escaped from, and I'm paraphrasing here, an evil lab. I can't verify that, of course, but their abilities are real enough.
My kind of girl. We should recruit her.
I had the same thought. Wherever they came from, they'll be a valuable asset to the Resistance. I'll set up a meeting for you. All right, I'm flagging a new recruit for you, but you have to promise not to make a mess in your pants when you hear who it is.
Go on.
It seems none other than Aidan Pierce has made his way to London, and apparently he's a friend of Connie's. Is there anyone she doesn't know?
I like his style. Let's bring him on board.
I've marked a potential recruit for you, and by recruit I mean a masked madman who hacked our optic channel and started telling everyone he was in charge.
Well, I mean, I do have seniority.
And who is this?
You see what I'm dealing with here? His credentials check out. Just give him something to do to get him off my arse, would you?
Okay, those are the three that came with the season pass. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, all three of those characters. And then other than that, you're supposed to investigate Sir's AR Tech. I'm not sure how you go about those potential recruit types. I guess you have to formally induct them. Let's see, can I... Now it says reactivated Bagley. Okay, now you can swap. So like if we wanted to swap to Cassie Hall, this is the first chance I've had the option to do so. Although I do like this person. She seems cool. Definitely switch back to her sometime, but it might be fun to give Cassie some play there. Nice little wave. Can we get her any new attire? I mean, as stock photo models have to look our best in our stock footage. I don't know. I guess we're starting out near our sporty jalopy. Recruit Aiden, and there should be a recruit wrench option somewhere there. Okay. And I guess that's where our various operatives are. If we do that, I guess got melee, hands and fists equipped. You can summon your personal vehicle. That's cool. We've got access to the standard gadgets and whatnot. Right, where's the safe house from here? Siphon crypto. Nice. I know I can just fast travel to the safe house if I want, but I'm wondering if I can just find it again. It's a little difficult because they're not allowing me to set a waypoint on it. But I think it's to the northeast of me. Alright, maybe I can set a waypoint now. I think I got far enough away that I could. Okay, so that's the actual thing. Yeah, I look pretty conservative in this outfit, so I feel like, I don't know. It's kind of nice for being incognito, I suppose.
What now?
I do find myself wondering, like, if you had started as one of the other characters, how much would their dialogue have varied? Alright, so I think I can just do this.
What the fuck is this? You walk away from us.
Oh, can I not go back in here? No, I can't. Just want to access the wardrobe and all that again. Might grab some dinner soon. That's kind of cool. It seems like you can get operatives as rewards. That spy there. Now they have the one we were previously playing, talking on the phone.
How are you?
Honestly, feeling a little off balance. Like some kid in the playground playing cops and robbers. It doesn't feel real.
I'm afraid this is as real as it gets, darling.
I'll just keep pretending I know what I'm doing, and no one will ever know. Except you, I guess.
That's cool, you can have little conversations with them. We got our other team member over here.
Good day.
Listen, are you sure I belong here? What if recruiting me was a mistake? I don't even know how to be DedSec.
I think we just have to figure it out as we go.
I was in bed with someone I met on Puller. A fine filly, you know. I told them I was DedSec. Didn't know they were sirs. I had to tell them I was joking, of course. I don't want to cock up like that again. I never like disappointing people. Least of all the team.
Yeah, he definitely seems less like a field operative and he's more like our behind-the-scenes person. Police contacts and money and all that. Alright, well, let's access that wardrobe, I guess. I'm guessing that's all they have to say at the time. Yeah, then it's the same as when I was controlling that one. She can talk to each person once, and then I don't think they have anything else to say. It's kind of an odd one. Guess let's remove the hat temporarily. We can figure out what do we want here. Looks kind of cool for her. I don't want to change the color at all. Yeah, it's a good color for her. Well, stock photo models are always changing our appearance, depending on things. Got some default glasses look good. Get my model shades. Earrings, I don't know. They're about out there. Let's do it out there. Let's see what kind of shoes do we have here. Kind of odd. What kind of shoes do they sell? We wouldn't be able to afford much. Comes with sort of hosiery there. Those are interesting. Oh, quite expensive though. Yeah, that works for now. Kind of similar to what we already have there. Let's see. And in a wardrobe. It's kind of cool to get the hood up. I noticed with the other character we had the hood down sort of automatically, but with this character we automatically have it up. That's interesting. It's kind of an odd outfit, but yeah, it'll be. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to select if someone has their hood up or down with it. That's kind of cool. Yeah, let's go with that. Looking good, Cassie. Missions. And then the side missions are recruitment. Yeah, maybe we could recruit one. This wrench person seems interesting and potentially humorous. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do that, and then after that I might break for dinner, come back to it later. Well, that's cool, we got Cassie outfitted and ready to go. One with the doo-doo there. I think that's her name. thanks to Dunu, we got that clothing discount. All about the outfits.
And I swear, every bloke tells me they taste like nothing. Get their taste checked out, because clearly they're missing that dirty, man-cat taste. I swear, it's like a global conspiracy. With everyone saying to just say that mushrooms are delicious, and actually ignoring the seriously serious. I mean, mushrooms, that's what it is. It's a lie sold by big mushrooms. Hello, I'm talking to you.
Gambling addict randomly gambles ETO. Yeah, that would be a bad one to have. Probably. I think she was one of the potential recruits as the bartender. Didn't realize she worked here. That's interesting. Serve a drinks at the earl's fortune until 1600. First responder. She's working here. AR medical shield, active diagnostic, limits damage. Hydraulic rescue tube, tool, heavy melee weapon, good patient, shorter recovery time. What's with the thumbs down next to their name? There's some interesting options here.
The idea doesn't make any sense. Can we believe this shit? At least not in the way we think.
Rugby player.
Seriously serious.
Takes less melee damage. Famous, noticed in public. I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. But she doesn't have the thumbs down thing next to her name, which is weird. So that one thumbs down also. Maybe because they're busy.
Free country, yeah. Look where that's got us. Whatever.
National crime statistics report a 37% reduction in violent crime over the last year. Albion is working for you.
It's unacceptable.
What exactly is going on here?
Is that any way to greet your new boss? I'm fucking with you, come on. Everyone knows Dybbuk doesn't have bosses. Think of me more as a cool older brother that you occasionally have naughty thoughts about.
I don't like this one bit.
Hey, I'm just a boy, standing in front of a resistance group, asking them to let me beat up some dudes with a sledgehammer for them. Is that so wrong? Is it?
My God. All right.
Fuck yeah. See you out there, you, whatever your name is.
Apparently I selected his jacket without realizing. Sneeze, Mr. Spiky. Cool. Wrench is recruited.
Carry your identification cards at all times. It is your
My high-tone gloves seem a little out of place with the rest of my new outfit, but that's okay. What about the other recruits? I guess I could talk to them. Yeah, he's like hanging out nearby too. I guess they wanted to make it convenient.
Remember last December? We had that
Oh,
one
there's
day
that
where there was some snow on the ground and it was total
person.
chaos. Planes grounded,
Is that a friend of
roads
his?
exploding, fiery car crashes on the M25.
How have you been?
I should invest in a good pair of ice skates.
Hard drinker.
Or a
She has a
dog
shock rifle. Huh, it's not Everett, it's her boyfriend Leroy, who looks exactly the same as Everett.
Oh, and also, I saw this news report.
This is a security announcement.
Taylor. So he's also got the clothing discount, kind of like Dybbuk does.
Pow! And apparently, there's almost no backup generators anyway.
Whoa, calm down, okay? You're making stop this.
So, I hear you've been looking for DedSec.
I know who you are. You can hide in plain sight from most people, but most people don't know what to look for.
DedSec could always use more people. Interested?
Look, I've never really been into team sports, but I'm gonna be here for a while. And the truth is, I like your bartender. I used to help her out on a sort of contract basis. I could do the same for you. If you want.
Yeah.
Hoped you'd say that. See you in the field. Say hi to Connie for me.
Cool, so we got 2 and 3 recruited. I don't know if the last one is also in the area. Probably. Oh yeah, she's like right there. And I guess you get different clothing options from each of them. Like, yeah, I recognize that jacket and that fancy top of hers also, and I'm wearing Reg's.
Do not accept packages from anyone you do not know. Criminals are waiting to prey on your kindness.
Please tell me you're from DedSec. If you don't tell me you're from DedSec, I think I might actually be crazy.
I'm with DedSec.
Oh, thank God. Well, I barely got out of that horrible place, and then I got contacted by a Bagley. But it was being really rude, and yeah, it just didn't seem real. But it is real, isn't it?
All right, tell me what's wrong. Perhaps I can help.
Well, I don't know, like, everything's fuzzy. Like, I just need a while to get my head right. The rude Bagley said you had a safe house I could use. I'll help you out in the meantime.
Welcome to the team.
Yay! Everybody's on the team. Alright, so I've recruited the I guess they're called prestige recruits or something.
Can't believe this is happening. Mess with a wrong one this time. I swear, I'm so pissed.
Myself and my dancing skeleton.
So, got that done. Tempted to recruit this first responder person, but I think, yeah, she's one of those that's busy.
Personal space, please. Could you not stand so close?
Alright, flagged her as a potential recruit.
Not just any ghosts. Specifically ghosts.
Blade dots, nice. Let's see. Can you just save and quit? Is that a thing? Or it just says quit. I would hope that you have saved at that point. Seems like a good session. Kind of got some new things for our operatives and kind of customized our 2 active operatives, and then we recruited the prestige people from the season pass. And I guess you can do this other stuff, like there's online things. I'm not into PvP, especially in a game that's designed as a co-op game or solo. But yeah, I might do co-op stuff when I'm, at least maybe when I'm more familiar with how the game works. It says build a new team to take on those various modes. And then Legion of the Dead, team up with friends, well, not that I have any. Played through a fallen London dominated by an undead horde. That does sound like fun. I don't know how far I'd get on my own. But, oh, that's cool. For a moment there I thought it was a still image, but it's actually got some animation to it. Some guns going off. things like that. And we don't own that. Alright, yeah, I'll have to get into it a little further, see who else I can recruit. It seems kind of like Pokemon in a weird way with operatives. Gotta recruit them all. Yeah, we'll see how it all goes. It seems like an interesting game. And I am going to be indecisive about who I have as an active operative at any given time. I can already tell, because I'm just going to feel like I'm missing potentially unique dialogue if I don't have someone out, and I'm wondering what they would say in a given situation. But I think some of them are generic enough that they have similar lines to the others. So it's hard to say initially how much they vary unless they are the unique prestige operatives who have specific... Well, I mean, they all have specific backstories and personalities, but the prestige ones from the DLC are going to be more fleshed out. Although I think they're also like on a different power level too. So initially, in order to learn the game and maybe not be spoiled by all the fancy abilities of the prestige operatives, you should probably go with like one of your initial 3 as active for a while. Then bring out the big guns when you feel like it. But I think that'll be all for this session. I'll have to get back to it later and see how it goes, though. It's been pretty interesting so far. I've been curious about the game for a while, but I just noticed it was on sale in the PlayStation Store, which helped me decide if I wanted it for PlayStation or Xbox, even though technically I have a better Xbox, since I have a Series X and I don't have a PS5 yet, as I mentioned earlier, but I will eventually have a PS5, and this will enable me to download the PS5 version at no additional charge, so it's kind of future-proofed in that regard, and PS4 Pro is a decent way to play it for